Look around you. Evidence of climate change is everywhere, and it's happening on a global scale. Temperature increases predicted by scientists for the next 50 to 100 years will severely affect agricultural crops. Vineyards and wine grape cultivation are some of the most closely observed agriculture, the haute couture of food crops. What we are beginning to see in the world's wine-growing regions, Spain, California, Italy, Chile, France, Argentina, Australia, South Africa, of reduced crop size and severely affected crops due to climate variability, decreased optimal growing season cycles, too dry, too cold, too wet, too hot, are indicators of more of what's to come during this century. We're headed to 11 degrees of global warming. In the 2012 report from PricewaterhouseCoopers, Too Late for 2 degrees Celsius, they conclude that the conservative estimate of a 2 degrees Celsius rise in global climate temperatures will be easily surpassed, and that we are realistically looking at a 6 degrees Celsius or 11 degrees Fahrenheit rise in global climate temperatures by year 2100. Warming of 7 degrees Fahrenheit or beyond is incompatible with organized global community, is likely to be beyond adaptation, is devastating to the majority of ecosystems, and has a high probability of not being stable. That is, 4 degrees Celsius, which is 7 degrees Fahrenheit, would be an interim temperature on the way to a much higher equilibrium level, explains climate expert Kevin Anderson. Planning for 4 degrees Celsius in 2100, let alone 6 degrees Celsius, is tantamount to planning for the end of civilization as we know it, according to a review of more than 60 recent studies. What to expect? Permanent Dust Bowl conditions over many regions around the globe that are heavily populated and or heavily farmed. Sea level rise of some 1 foot by 2050, then 4 to 6 feet by 2100, rising some 6 to 12 inches or more each decade thereafter. Massive species loss on land and sea, perhaps 50% or more of all biodiversity, and much more extreme weather. Wine grapes are the canary in the coal mine. Wine grapes and vineyards are seen to be the advanced messengers of what's to come in regards to climate change effects on agricultural crops. My documentary, Wine and Climate Change, will present the most up-to-date scientific climate change analyses and take a close look at some of the climate adaptations that viticulturists are pursuing today, such as hybrid breeding of extreme weather-resistant vines, planting in different agricultural zones, emerging global viticultural regions such as China. Knowledge equals preparedness. Please support my film by donating to the production at indiegogo.com/wine and climate change.